I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to talk about how my parents made me. I'm going to talk about middle school, because that shit was rough. And then I'm going to talk about how my art responds to the world now. So I'm very excited to be reading from Redbone. It was recently nominated for the NAACP Image Award. And I'll find out next week what happens. Either way, I'm good, because I met Papa Pope.
Okay.
I know I'm not supposed to be happy about that shit. He's fly. Redbone dances. If you ain't never watched your parents kiss, ain't never have them teach you about the way the lips will to bend and curve against the lover's affirmation. If you ain't never watched the knowing nod of sweethearts sworn away in soft, 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 as the speaker box is blown out hiss. If you ain't witnessed the glue that connected your mother and father, how they fused their single selves into the blunt fist of parents, if you ain't sure there was a time when their eyes held each other like a nexus, breaking the lock to dip dark marbles into certain corners of a shot glass. If you ain't never known a Saturday night slick with shiny promises and clouds wrapped wet in the Pendergrass croon. If you ain't been taught how a man can hold you close, so close, it looked like a crawl. If you ain't had the memory of your mother and father sliding hip to hip, their feet whisper a slow shuffle and shift, her hand on his neck, grip the shoulder of a man that will pass his daughter's bad tempers with hands like bows. If you ain't watched a man lean into a woman, his eyes a boat sliding across bronze, his hands pillared in her auburn hair, her throat holds the urge to hear how she sounds against the wind of him. If your skin can't fathom the heat of something as necessary as this, then you can't know the hurricane of two bodies. How those two bodies can create the prospect of a sunrise, how that sunrise, you gotta name it, sounds like a blues song or a woman's heart breaking. From the record player, skipping, the sky, almost blue. Sometimes you ain't supposed to love up on nobody like that. Sometimes it's too hard on the bones and only your own self know what you can do with the weight of it all. Only you know what you can take. Everybody told me what to do when it came to bad. Told me let him go. Told me leave him alone. Told me take my kids and pregnant self back down to the valley like there wasn't a man waiting to pull my skin away from my scalp there too. I tell him no. My eyes all heavy from the sleep I ain't got and my back on fire from the baby trying to break free through my spine. I tell him no. We gonna make this family make sense. But what I really want to say is we gonna fall into the night like we fell into each other and it won't hurt no more. Cause I hurt when we ain't together. I hurt cause it reminds me of my daddy, how he made my mama cry, how her tears carried me to sleep on nights I forgot to close the door when we ain't together. I'm reminded that I'm broken, that my heart ain't got no locks cause it ain't got no doors. Cause they took away my doors when I was only a baby. Hell, don't nobody wanna hear about a baby girl with the missing door shit. That sounds too much like blaming. I'm tired of how my fingers bending. All I want is for some reasons to stay put. All I want is for something that stays mine. My first husband got a mean space between his chest. He took my first and second born out of spite. He is a spiteful man. They grow in my belly, burn my heart with pride, crush my smile into pieces when they cried. They was mine. He was never mine. He showed me that truth after he ran around town in love with the newer and younger me. My big old belly was just reason enough for him to cheat the first time. So by the time I got me a man who make me feel like I got doors on my everything, like I got a key, like I control the movement in my body, I ain't care too much that he cheat too. My first husband got me used to a bed smelling like things that wasn't mine. I got so used to it by the time I met Bam, I was happy someone wanted to fight for me. I was happy even if the only person he thought was me. Every bruise and throat clench, every push we put into the mattress spread through my body, warm, glow, bright, and match my hair, the gap in my teeth, and it keep them coming back, telling me sweet things now. I don't start no mess. But I'm not running to the valley neither. Besides, he said he gonna fight the world for what's his. I am his, and he is mine, and we got this baby too. You can't tell me that ain't love. You can tell me anything but that. Thank you. So writing about Redbone, which was my mother, it took a couple of years, about 3. And then I decided I'm done. No more mother and father poems. Well, I wanted to learn about how I loved and why I loved the way I did. I realized that it was haunting, right? So I wanted to start thinking about things that made me who I am now, and the most memorable moment was middle school, and how asshole-ish kids can be to each other.
That's right, that's right.
You was there, you know.
That's right, that's
Well, like,
right.
we're survivors, huh? We need a support group. So I'm gonna share this with you, because I come from Oakland, California. I've been in Brooklyn 16 years. And the one thing about Cali, while we are the Bay Area, the home of Hammer Pants and the Black Panthers, we also are home of a different kind of internal hate. So the colorism was real.
Wow.
This is called blurred vision. And remember, this is my 8th grade self, huh? Me and Lily ain't talking, 'cause she thinks she cute. 'Cause she think I ain't. Must be pretty boy Curtis, all in her head, all in her mouth, making her forget her home training. Making her forget her daddy got a gun for a living. And her mama ain't live with them, and this is why I think she ain't got no sense no how, 'cause ain't nobody but fast girls checking for Curtis. And he keep her name close. And she don't come home the same way no more. She must think she cute. Must think I ain't. How she keep me waiting like I'm supposed to like Curtis or something, and I hate his light-skinned self. Especially because he ain't funny as he think. Especially when he call me black and ugly and stupid. And she stay grinning like he the sun, like we ain't friends, like I am protected from them heifers that want to jump on her every time we go to the skate rink. 'Cause Lily pretty. And their boyfriends forget their home training around her, so when Curtis say the things I already said about myself, and she laugh, I know deep down inside, she ain't never really thought I was pretty no-how. How she just said them lies to keep my shadow all up around her sunshine smile. She be the sun. When we go to the pool party and everybody there in their bikinis, and I got my one piece on with a white t-shirt on top. And the boys just looking like their mama ain't taught them nothing worth knowing, and Lily got that good hair, so she don't care if it's wet and loose. And my hair ain't close to being good. So I keep it in a tight, real tight ponytail. Till the sun gets so hot, I jump in to cool my sadness down. It's like I already know, so I let my shoulders sink low like my heartbeat, and I watch Lily, how she walk, and everybody stopping. I'm trying to learn, 'cause ain't nobody got time for the kind of shade I got. But everybody got time for the sun. Lily smiled at Curtis, and he only a little bit cute. But he ain't funny or smart, so that's how I know she lying. And I pretend I don't hear his South Sacramento slur. I pretend I can't see his hazel eyes when he say, lose her, ugly, black ass, and Lily laugh. She say, shut up, Curtis. But it sound like, come here. So I dunk my head underwater slow and wait for her to say anything like, don't talk about my friend, I don't care how pretty your eyes is, but she just say, shut up. And she laughed. And I think I could stay here. Where it's all blurry, aqua blue, I think I could stay here. Where my eyes don't hurt so much. And it don't feel like I've been looking at the sun all day long. And then puberty hit, and I got my own titties and ass, and then fuck 'em, right? So this poem is the song I made some poor choices to. It's called When 12 Play Was on Repeat. When you are a deep amber, and your jerry curl is a distant memory, and your shape is swollen in the perfect places, and the boys remember your name. And your first and last crush seemed to you come here with a lilt in his walk, and his tongue wags you towards him with its pale pink, and you smile because you remember the sun wrinkles your darkness. So you pull corners of your bright face and squint like you practice in the bathroom mirror, where only a hint of your gap-toothed smile lingers like a wager, and you think of the time you danced in the basement against a brown boy with a half-moon fade. Beneath your hungry hands, even then, you were frowning in the dark, trying to figure out if his fingers should shove themselves into your cotton and denim like that, because you could not understand the wet, and you frowned, and he stopped, and you thought, I want to, but his eyes were all over your face, and his smell was copper, and so close, and you sighed, and he stopped, and you know now that means uncertainty, but you were certain that you weren't certain enough to know what a sigh can mean, but now you smile just in case anyone is really looking at your face, and in the dark, he says, come here. And he is what you've always wanted. And it is in the senior class lock-in, which is a storm of hormones high on endo smoke and Everclear. And everyone is touching someone, and no one is frowning, including you, and it's like the time when stories are passed during homeroom and locker rooms, and you always wanted to have a story for the cold towels, when there are only bra straps and lip gloss and hairbrushes and smiles where no frowns are found, because you don't know what it's like to lose yourself into a shadow. You only know how to fold each breath like a black girl mistake into the borrowed white stretch jeans pocket and wait. Thanks. My name is Mahogany L. Browne. I am a black poet, and I refuse to remain silent while this nation continues to murder black people. I have a right to be angry.
You do.
They say you ain't supposed to be here, black girl. You ain't supposed to wear red lipstick. You ain't supposed to wear high heels. You ain't supposed to smile in public. You ain't supposed to smile nowhere, black girl. You ain't supposed to be no more than a girlfriend. You ain't supposed to get married. You ain't supposed to want no dream that big. You ain't supposed to dream at all. You ain't supposed to do nothing but carry babies, and carry felons, and carry weaves, and carry silence, and carry confusion, and carry a nation, but never an opinion. Cause you ain't supposed to have nothing to say, black girl, not unless it's a joke. Cause you ain't supposed to love yourself, black girl. You ain't supposed to find nothing worth saving in all that brown. You ain't supposed to know that Tina, Beyonce, Cecily, Shonda, Rhimes, shine, 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 black girl. You ain't supposed to love your mind. You ain't supposed to love. You ain't supposed to be loved up on. You only supposed to pose voodoo child, vixen style. You're supposed to pop out babies and hide the stretch marks. You're supposed to be still. So still they think you statue. So still they think you chalked outlines. So still they keep thinking you stone. Until you look more Medusa than Viola Davis. Until you sound more Shanae than Kerry Washington. Until you're more side-eyed than Michelle Obama on a Tuesday, but you tell them you are more than a hot comb and a washing set. You are Kunta Kinte's kin. You are a black girl worth remembering. You are a threat. Knowing yourself, you are a threat. Loving yourself, you are a threat. Loving your kin, you are a threat. Loving your children, you black girl magic. You black girl fly. You black girl brilliance. You black girl wonder. You black girl shine. You black girl bloom. You black girl, black girl. And you turning into a beautiful black woman right before our eyes. Thank you so much.